some of you may not have realized that I'm not part of the club. And a lot of you listening to me right here, right now, you're not part of the club either. And what I realized with the club is what makes them so mad is when you don't want to be a part of their club. That pisses them off. What club am I talking about?
The go along, get along.
I'm talking about the club of gatekeepers that we all got to deal with. You know who they are, and they definitely know who they are. A lot of people be like, what, who? Come on, man, stop playing. So ever since I put out the contract with Black America, you know they've been with me. Here and there, this and that. But it's cool, you know. I expect that. You know, I've been working with, you know, on the big three for a long time. And you know how they've been with me with that. I done made it, you know, plain, simple, and clear what they've been doing. You know, the NBA been fucking with us. Now, a lot of people might say, like, well, but Cube, you want to work with the NBA. Really, I don't give a fuck about working with the NBA. What I want them to do, when I say work with us, is to stop working against us.
Facts.
Stop doing that bullshit behind the scenes that we know you're doing.
Facts.
Mainstream media, you know, they ain't fin with us. And that's cool. We can do it ourselves, you know what I'm saying? We still on the rise without these mothers, so we don't need them, you don't need them.
Facts.
You know, so what am I gonna do to deal with these mother gatekeepers? Well, what I'm gonna do is go on a Fuck the Gatekeepers podcast tour. And I'm gonna go talk to everybody, you know, and get a chance to get my message out to the people. Be able to let people hear from me, you know. And you know, you might agree, you might not. But the important thing is, you know, for me to go on these platforms, say what I feel about what I think. And, you know, some people may get pissed off because I'm going to talk to everybody. I'm not playing. And it's gonna be a crazy summer. It's gonna be fun. Appreciate y'all. Always support the big three. Hopefully I'm doing stuff that you guys dig. You know, I'm not doing this for me. I'm doing this for people that's bored in the summer with summer sports and want something cool like the big three. So here we are. Appreciate you. Much love, much respect from your homeboy Ice Cube. Remember that.
Now, let's get into what's really going on with the Waspy Man. See, this Waspy Man is a gatekeeper. That means he's not the man. You see, he's not running the NBA. The people behind him are. He's the representatives. See, all these owners who are in the NBA, these are the ones that are making these deals go left. They're the ones that are running this thing amok. They're the problem. And because they're the problem, they're not the answer or the solution to the problem. They have once again triggered all of these factoids to be true. Now, we have come a long way in this industry. Being black athletes, being black everything. They're mad Ice Cube no longer wants to go along with the status quo and wants to be proactive. They don't mind him talking the talk, but when he writes something like Black America and wants to stand up for the rights of people that look like him and resemble him and go to the president with an actual proposal, a plan put together. Whether it's accepted or not, they don't want to be supportive of that because that goes against the diagram they have set up. The 8 diagrams. You see, they want you to follow in that diagram. They don't want you to get your way out of it. And that structure is them on top, you underneath. They cannot have a situation that they're not in control of. All these people who think they control their own destiny, Oprah Winfrey, Jay-Z, all these people, they have someone over them with a boot on their neck that gives them, they got to get permission to do things. What Black America does is frees you. It liberates the Black individual, the person of color. So if that person is liberated or free, they no longer need to be self-servient. They can be self-dependent. All these people, they talking about running for president. Why? To be a puppet? You're not going to change anything as the president of the United States of America. All you're going to do is just get another boss. Look at Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan was viewed as the greatest basketball player, or one or two in the world. This man has bankrolled their league, took it from basically a $10 million league and expanded it to billions. The NBA didn't have Nike. Jordan had Nike. They didn't have an exclusive deal with Nike. That was Michael Jordan. Hello? MJ had that deal. So Michael Jordan has this deal on the table. Then all of a sudden, MJ has this deal. He had McDonald's. He had Coca-Cola. The NBA had Coca-Cola, but hey, they did an individual deal with Jordan. He brought Gatorade in. Gatorade had Michael Jordan. Then the NBA hoarded off that. And it became the official soft drink of the NBA. So, they can't tell me anything. We've seen this whole process play out before. And I told people 100,001 times, they can put it in every writing they can in the book. It's not going to change the narrative. The narrative don't change. Okay? This is another form of control. They want to acquire Ice Cube and the Big Three. They want to buy them out. They want to put them out of commission. See, FIBA already has the international games where they do their 3-on-3 basketball tournaments. Chicago's always had 3-on-3, but they never had 3-on-3 with former NBA basketball players. Now, here's the thing. You saw Joe Johnson get back to the NBA playing in the Big Three. You've seen a lot of things happen where the NBA say they support the Big Three publicly. Behind the scenes, they hate it. They don't want it. They want people focused on their WNBA, which they don't promote. The Big Three does not take away from their events. This is some other event that's taking place. So you want to absorb their sponsorships so they can run out of money, so they can't get the approvals And they got to be spending money and taking losses till it gets to the point where you can come in and acquire it. This is what they always do. But yet, Cube is going to go on this tour to let people know what time it is. Because network television isn't really promoting the big three. Fox used to promote it like crazy. I don't see that happening right now. The writing's on the wall. So what he's doing is a call for action. You see, brothers don't stick up for brothers no more. So what if he wanted to hand Trump something? Has Ice Cube done people dirty before? Absolutely. I think he done a lot of people wrong in the past. With his record company or how he moved, I wouldn't have agreed with a lot of the moves he did. That has nothing to do with this. He's 100% correct about not trusting Adam Silver. He is 100% correct with being cautious on the way he's going to move going forward with them trying to sabotage his company. Hell, they sabotaging me on YouTube. So you think they ain't going to sabotage Ice Cube? Are you serious? This is what they do. This is what the gatekeepers of America do. They have no concern none. They have no concern, no care, no position in the world where they can let black ownership rise. They were only involved when the previous owners of the big three were involved. That's when they didn't get involved and try to sabotage, because they said, oh, okay, well, we got some of our guys over there that's running the thing. And they're just using Ice Cube's face. But now, since Ice Cube basically said, hey, I'm going to do this on my own, I'm going to get rid of these partners, now it's all this resistance. And they always come from the shadows. And they'll use somebody else that look like us and try to throw them under the bus. Donald Sterling and the Los Angeles Clippers have done absolutely diddly squat in the NBA in all his years of being an owner. How long did Donald Sterling own the Clippers? A very long time. Longer than Michael Jordan. What did the Clippers ever win anything under him? They couldn't. They never got past a second round of a playoff game under Donald Sterling. So under Donald Sterling, they were, without a doubt, a laughingstock organization. They were the circus show, right? Never could. No one ever took them seriously. But yet and still, no one bashed Donald Sterling and said he needs to sell the team. None of them did. Right? Never won. Never got past the second round. Michael Jordan, the man who made this sports billions, made the NBA what it is today. He took it from a $10 million business, $100 million business, to a $1 billion evaluation. That's where he took it. And now, that Michael Jordan has done this for this league, he becomes an owner and he automatically becomes a pariah for the NBA and the media to just bash considerably. Oh, his picks were terrible. Really? He took Morrison. He took Kwame Brown. He took Morrison. He took everybody that they would have picked. Every expert said this is the pick to take. He didn't take any pick that no one else would have took. If they didn't have the number one pick in 2001, whoever had the number one pick was taking Kwame Brown. So what is your point? He made the wrong pick. He trusted a high school. Everybody was trusting a high school player. He was the consensus number one pick, meaning that everybody was taking him. Nobody was even bringing up the question of should they not take him. All the other teams wanted to take Kwame Brown. No one mentions that. Morrison. That wasn't a surprise pick. From Gonzaga, he just didn't turn out to be a great player in the NBA. But that's an indictment on Michael Jordan, who's the owner of the team. He took LaMelo Ball. That's supposed to be an indictment on Michael Jordan and the rest of the team? Y'all wanted him to take LaMelo Ball. Everybody said LaMelo Ball should be this pick. And they gave you what you wanted. Y'all wanted LaMelo Ball. Now, y'all wanted Scoot. And they gave y'all Williams, who's more complimentary to LaMelo Ball. And y'all want to blame that all on Mike. Mike was just the final say. And they went away from Scoot because he said, look, if you're going to keep LaMelo Ball, then you might as well get Williams, who can compliment him. If you get Scoot, those two are going to collide. So you got a decision to make. What are you going to do? So I wouldn't go with Scoot if he really doesn't want to be here and play with LaMelo Ball. Now, if they have success, they're going to give all the credit to the new owners. Let's see how much slack they get. This is the part I hate about the game. I hate this part about it. This is the red tape, the nonsense, the BS. This is the part of the game I hate. This is what dirties it up. And this is what Ice Cube is trying to fix. He's saying, we're asking for this and putting it in writing, just like everybody else do. We're putting a bill together. We're going to put this thing together on paper and present it, and then you have to deny it and give reason why. But it ain't blah, blah, blah. We're going to put together this package, and we're going to put it up and see if the plan gets approved or not. Didn't Biden say, oh, no, I'll sit down with Ice Cube one of these days. What day that's going to be? Oh, you too busy falling asleep? You see what I'm saying? But y'all was mad that he brought it up to Trump and talked to Trump. Why do you want to talk to Trump for? You see? Everybody wants to be the guy that's always capping for and pretending to be with you. You're always working against yourself. Black folks have not figured that out yet, and it's amazing. They would still run out there and vote for Biden after everything you have seen. Y'all would swear to God the NBA is a fair business that doesn't favor anything. Now we have zero black ownership in the NBA. Everybody's a super minority owner, and look at who the owners are. But they're so diverse because they wrote Black Lives Matter on the floor. Stop being fooled and stop going for the banana in the tailpipe. You got to wake up, and it's time to get involved, and it's time to start recognizing there is a problem first. Then you start moving in that direction to try to fix said problem. Anyway, I ain't gonna keep y'all all day. Shouts out to Kwame Brown Bus Life. Shouts out to Mondo Black TV. Shouts out to Welcome to HD TV. Seahawks Jose Rodriguez's channel. Ticket TV. Around the Association. The Dreamers Pro. Man, so many people doing stuff out here that's making some noise. Want to say shouts out to all those guys, though, because they was making it happen out here, putting this work in, just like myself. So, just to keep y'all entertained. Don't forget to go on the Patreon. I will debate one of y'all on the Patreon who is a true LeBron James fan. We're going to find out over there. So, I'm going to let them know they can go ahead and get their best defense of LeBron, and we'll have that debate. So, I'm out.